There.
Not the end. Psionic connect. There's no farther for us to fall. The shore is never.
Show me some real.
I'll be the beacon that guides Necrokeep.
Take this!
Drop your weapon and hands up.
Nothing scares me, not even death. What?
I'm aiming my spears at you.
This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. What?
This is not the end for us.
Never ever try to fall here.
I could have done more. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. My strength.
My hands are made for fighting.
Don't go away. Our game isn't over. I can't hold it back anymore.
I am the constellation of fear. This is not an appropriate place. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. What?
The weak crumble beneath my strength.
What the? I could have done more. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer.
Loneliness never bothers me.
I am the constellation of fear.
What?
It is a blessing to bloom and to wither.
constellation of
The
fear.
wind uplifts me.
You can never be too careful. I'll be the beacon that guides Necrokeep through the dark. There's no farther for us to fall.
This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer.
One more round.
What?
I'll be the beacon that guides Necrokeep through the dark. For the glory of my ancestors.
Many a step between the cup. This is not an appropriate place to stay.
It is a blessing to bloom and to wither.
I came to lay the evil bear.
I kill whoever I want to kill.
There's no farther for us to fall. I'll be the blade in your hands.
The wind uplifts me.
Alone is another word for splendid.
Yo, yo! Time to beat them up, Koopa!
I was made for destruction.
Finally.
Never!
What?
For one day, Necrokeep will bathe the daylight.
Take away!
Many a slip between the cup and the lip.
This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. Is there a ninja who has stolen my skill of doppelganger?
Want some ice?
What? I have a hammer to swing.
The weak crumble beneath my strength.
See beyond the odds. Don't go away! Our game isn't over!
What?
I am the constellation of fear.
For the glory of my existence.
This is not an appropriate place to stand. This is not an appropriate place to stand. For the Minoan blood that runs in me. Minoan rage!
I'll be the beacon that psionic connection complete! I'm aiming my spears at you! Eyes doesn't feel.
This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer.
Many a slip. I know.
It is a blessing to bloom and follow your heart. For once, Cellric students know this is not the end. Psionic connect. There's no farther for us to fall. The shore is never as far away as it seems.
One fatal blow is more than enough.
This is not the end for us.
Many a slip between the cup and the net.
This is not an appropriate place to
Never
stand.
ever try to fall in.
Never give up.
This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer.
There's never a final mission. One sword reflects one's thought.
What?
I was made for destruction.
This is not an appropriate place to stand.
I kill whoever I want to kill.
It is a blessing to bloom.
Drop your weapon and hands up. I'll make sure justice is served today.
The weak crumble beneath my strength.
I'm in charge here.
I won't get lost.
Alone is another word for splendid.
Show me some real.
I'll be the beacon that guides Necrokeep.
Take this.
Drop your weapon and hands up.
Uh-oh. I'm running out of pranks to play.
What?
I am the constellation of fear.
This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer.
There's never a final mission.
A bright future awaits us.
What?
Listen to your sheriff, boy.
There's no farther for us to fall. This is not the end for us. For one day,
It would take an...
it is a blessing to bloom and to wither. This is not the end for us.
This is not an appropriate. This is not an appropriate place to stay. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. What?
My watch.
One fatal blow is more than enough.